Good evening and welcome once again to One a Day Dose for the letter V. It's been a while, had some exams to pursue and some courses to study, but now we're coming to the letter V and approaching the very end of our beating COVID-19 one a day alphabet. And today we're going to talk about something we've talked about in the past in passing, but it's also going to have an update to the current date, what is going on. And that's the subject of vaccines. And then we shall talk about the 3 V's. Okay, so what do we know about vaccines and how do they get approved? Vaccines go through 3 stages before final approval and use in the 4th stage. In the phase 1, you are given a placebo, which is not the real thing, not the real vaccine, but a substitute that and a group of you is given that substitute, which is not the medicine, and another group is given the cocktail or established vaccine. The aim of phase 1 is to get statistics. Once they have statistics that this is a possible vaccine, they move on to phase 2, where they test for the immune response and toxicity based on a group of healthy cohorts from phase 1, or at least a new group, or the success people in phase 1. And that's phase 2. Phase 2 is usually just to test how toxic is this thing, does it do a good job. In phase 3, the trials continue, but they are scaled up, whereby you're now measuring, you're monitoring the toxicity, immune response, and the serious adverse events or SAEs on a much larger scale. For it to reach phase 3 and be certified, the vaccine must be shown to be safe and effective in the natural disease, which means it's something you should take and you should survive taking it. You see, you can kill a virus with anything, but that whatever that kills that virus might also kill you. So the vaccine should be strong enough to help your body respond to the virus, but not toxic to destroy you. In phase 4, the vaccine usage, adverse effects, and long-term immunity of the vaccine are monitored, and it is licensed and marketed. Currently, there are 3 limited release vaccines. 3. Many of them you might not have heard of them, but they are there. GAM COVID-Vac or Sputnik 5, the Russian vaccine, has been released for limited use or for use in different areas, and trials are ongoing to check on the efficacy of it, but according to the results it's looking promising. Number 2, Chinese company CanSio Bio have a vaccine that is also released for limited use, and COVID-Vac is the third one. Vaccines in phase 3, the Modernas and AstraZenecas and even BCG is still around. So we might just be able to turn the corner with as many vaccines as we can, including our trusted BCG vaccine. And that marks the vaccine update. But today I want to talk about the 3 V's. And as we enter Sunday, I want to challenge you to write your victory speech. Write your victory speech talking about how you beat COVID-19, how you made it through this pandemic, and how you're helping society cope and grow even as they continue to fight and beat COVID-19. Now, every victory speech has 3 V's. 1, you have to speak of victory itself, how you overcame. It has to have a vision, what you plan after, and it has to sow a seed of virtue. What do you do about it? For every victory speech, there is a vision for the future, and there is virtue that you can go and act upon it and do and help society. Jesus gave a victory speech, and he talked about going up to heaven and leaving us here, and his Father's house with many rooms, golden streets and streets of gold, and all that stuff. I mean, it's all there. You know it, you've read it. In that victory speech, he spoke of victory over death, forgiveness of sin, the rising up and standing firm in the faith. He gave a vision for the future. That you guys want to go, and on the ascension day, when the disciples asked him, when do we know of the dates? He says, no, you don't have to ask me about the dates and times, but the gospel will be preached to all corners of the world. He gave a vision of how the gospel was going to go around the world, how it would become instrumental in the world today. And finally, he gave a virtue statement, and he said, go and do it. The Great Commission. What are you doing? How are you writing your victory speech? You bet I have been writing my victory speech over the last possibly 3 months, or 4 months maybe. But I'm coming to the end of this alphabet, and I'd like to shift subjects and move on to something else after this, because I believe that we are on the precipice of beating COVID-19. I want to thank you for your time. God bless you. Have a good day. Have a good Sunday. Pray for this nation. You know what's been happening. And pray for the people and those who are unwell in hospital, that they may come out and we can start writing the victory speech of this nation. Thank you. God bless you, and have a great, great Lord's Day.